Hello? This is my first time watching The Black Phone, and honestly, wow, I don't know why I waited so long to watch this, and I apologize. I didn't expect it to be this creepy and this good. It's severely eerie and suspenseful as well. And it's emotional, and it's way smarter than I expected it to be, so let's talk about it. So the movie The Black Phone is based off of a short story by Joe Hill. If you guys don't know who Joe Hill is, he's the son of Stephen King. So that's how come when you see The Black Phone, you see that this movie has a lot of traits from Stephen King's It, because in the book, the grabber actually is a part-time clown, not a part-time magician. So they changed that for the movie, you know, to differentiate Stephen King from his son. And honestly, I like the change much better because we already have It. We've already seen It. I didn't want to see that repeated in this movie. From the opening scene of this movie, you're just locked in. It takes place in the 70s, and with this era, how it's showed is very interesting as well. The music, the color tone, the way the kids talk, it really does feel real. And I'm glad that I actually watched it. I do feel kind of bad that I took my time to watch this. Honestly, it must have been a very good movie because this was actually a house at Halloween Horror Nights. But granted, there's a few houses at Halloween Horror Nights that are based off of terrible films. You guys can comment below and let me know what you guys think about that. And for Halloween Horror Nights, what did you guys think about the houses based on these films? Did you guys like the films? Did you guys like the houses? If you guys have went. If not, just comment below about the movies. The Grabber. Ethan Hawke was very mysterious as this character. And at the same time, to be honest, a lot of stuff was giving away that he was a pedo in this movie. They didn't really touch upon it, but his actions kind of spoke for itself. Kind of gave me a Bob's Burgers vibes, like,
He looks like a child molester.
But it was so menacing. It was so disturbing. Like, I like Ethan Hawke as an actor, but he really branched out with this and showed that he can be intimidating, especially with a mask on. Barely seeing his facial expressions, but from his body movements and just his characteristics, like, he was very intense. The thing that I like about this movie is that this movie is directed by Scott Derrickson, and he was the director of Doctor Strange and Sinister. That's why you do see Ethan Hawke coming back for another Scott movie. Sinister was a very creepy, eerie movie, and it honestly scared me. It terrified me, if I'm being real with you. And there was elements of that in this film, because there's certain shots in this film that show you viewpoints from, like, cameras from that timeline, and they do show that in Sinister when you do see the tape recordings of all the kids doing all that bad stuff in that movie. I don't know what I can get away with on YouTube yet, so seeing that aspect was entertaining as well. Just knowing that Scott has this potential, because he did make Sinister, he did make Black Phone, and he made Doctor Strange 1. It got me curious of if he didn't leave Doctor Strange 2 due to creative differences, we would have been able to see a very intense Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I appreciated Sam Raimi on it, but this would have been interesting to see a more darker, sinister tone that Scott would have been able to capture. And the whole concept of the Black Phone was very interesting, to say the least, too. It really does add suspense. It really does add that goosebumps down your spine, because as soon as the phone rings, you don't even know who's going to be on the other line. And once you see who's on the other line, how to depict that was very intense as well. It shows you that character, Finn, which I'm going to talk about, just how whenever he picks up the phone, you see what he's talking to, who he's talking to, but he doesn't see that. And it just sounds so airy and creepy. But to get to the characters, Finn, who was played by Hiccup in How to Train Your Dragon, I can actually say that now, but if this review took place when the movie came out, I wouldn't have been able to. His character, I liked seeing his character and the dynamic with his sister as well. The movie does start off a bit slow, but that's for character building, and they do well upon character building. They show you the world they're in, they show you the characters, they show you how they bond together, they show you how much they care for each other. So when Finn does get taken, it's very dramatic, it's very intense, and it is very sad because you've seen him and you connected with him that first half of this movie. And then you have his sister in this film, Madeline. She looked and sounded familiar. I realized that she's Violet McGraw's sister, Neely from Haunting of Hill House, and she's plays the movie Megan. So that was nice to see as well. And I'm excited to see them in the sequel, because seeing from the trailer, they both are in the sequel. But touching back to this, I enjoyed what they were doing with this film, and every character really did stand out. it didn't give us much backstory to the grabber. We don't know much about him. We don't know why he's like this. We have to feed off of what they're giving us to understand what type of person he is. That's to come early in this video. I was like, oh, he gets all pedophile vibes, because that's what I got from this. But you guys can comment below and tell me what you guys got from this, what you guys think that he is. And then there's a character in this movie that, I don't know, the twist with everything wasn't really as surprising as I expected it to be. So there's really that. That's all I can say that I didn't like with this movie. So The Black Phone, it honestly surprised me. It's not your typical horror movie. The genre of this film does come off a bit supernatural. It comes off like a crime thriller as well. So that horror aspect isn't really much in there, but it is very intense for what it is. But it does really have heart. It's more psychological in the sense. So for The Black Phone, the rating I give this is a solid with snacks. Great story, great tension, great atmosphere. The actors crushed it too. So what do you guys think of Ethan Hawke in this movie? What do you guys think about this movie in general? I know you guys have seen this movie. This movie came out 4 years ago. So comment below, tell me what you think. And are you guys excited for Black Phone 2? Because I'm curious to see how they explained how he came back, because now he seems like he's more of a Freddy Krueger type character in the sequel. But if you like my vibe, comment below, like and subscribe. And I'm James Hancock, signing off.